All right, everybody, this is slowly becoming one of my favorite things to do, and I think we're all looking forward to it. Was when the roadmap drops, and I think the time now is to kind of go banner by banner, see what to expect, because we're planned all the way out for the next year. It looks like winter to winter, so let's just dive right in. Coming this winter, so right down the street, couple days, couple weeks away, possibly into January, we have Siren Isles, which we saw a little bit about at the Warcraft Direct, which is really cool. I think it's going to be a small, compact island full of things to do and a lot of, no flight yet. But I think we'll be able to get around. It's going to go a lot better than we think. I'm thinking of Argus and that kind of small concept, but with more like the Forbidden Reach mix because right down here we get stories and quests, which is really cool. I want to really progress the story. I want to see what Beladar is about, where we're going, Xalatath, all those things that we have to deal about. But we do get Cersei's Circlet, which is basically the ring from Forbidden Reach. We upgrade it, get gems, I believe. Once you get it up to, I think it's 5 or 6 weeks to get to the top of that, then flight becomes a thing. But just a little player boost, get you feeling good, that will ride you into the next season. Little end of season, little cherry on top. We get to do that. Turbulent Time Ways comes back, which is really cool. That's just back to back time walking events, which I think is really cool. We all love it, going back and experiencing, Vanilla, Burning Crusade, Wrath, Kata, all those things that we got to see. Something that I saw on this banner that I actually got pretty excited about was the Winter Veil and new content. Because I thought to myself, okay, how many times can we beat the Grinch and save Metzen and do that on repetition, get the smoky sausages from the presents and milk and cookies and, blah, blah, blah. All the same Winter Veil content. So I'm excited to see where they take Great Father Winter and take us into Winter Veil, because, that should be coming soon. I don't have my calendar, my Warcraft calendar up, so I don't know exactly when it's supposed to be coming, but I'm super thrilled that they're going to roll it out, and something neat to put us through the season. Then it says additional holiday updates, which, whatever. Let's see what else they got. Because after that, we have Love is in the Air, and there's a couple more that I can't think of off the top of my head. Anywho, on to the one part of this that I feel people are starting to forget about, is this bad one right here. This little black banner that's in the middle. That's Plunderstorm, baby. And it's coming back. I loved it. I've heard whisper that it's going to be an in-game thing, but I don't quote me on that. If you know the answer, put it in the comments below. But I love Plunderstorm. I think it was really neat to something to do on the side, get your mind away from Warcraft. Like right before this video, I spent, let's see, 45 minutes trying to find a dungeon, and it didn't work. So in that time, I could jump on and play Plunderstorm and have a good time. 11.1, which is Undermined. So we get the new zone, which is Goblin themed, and buildings are cool, and it's going to be awesome. Get the new raid, Liberation of Undermine, which is Gallywix is the head guy, and we finally get to take him down. I know some people are super excited to beat him, and then others are super not so excited to beat him. I definitely could care less. I know he disappeared. I would love to see that cannon launched that he was constructing with Sylvanas, and kind of see where that goes. Maybe it is still there. I would hate to see that kind of just fall off and die as part of the old story. We get Operation Floodgate, which I don't know personally too much about. I know it's, we're trying to stop goblins from destroying a dam to flood the Ringing Deeps, and we're there to save the day. But it's a new mythic dungeon that comes in Season 2 that's mid expansion, which is we really don't get a ton of. And that drive system where you can power up your cars, steer into things, and definitely cruise around in Goblin Town. I love the new flight system. I love dragon riding, or whatever they call it, dynamic flight. But I think driving is going to be unique. I think we're going to get a lot of mini games from it. We're going to get race courses, because if you think back to when you used to make long ago, you made your first goblin and you're in that town, Kazan, and you're driving through the roads and fall off the edge like I did. Now just boost that up about 400 or 500%, and you can drift and do all these fun things. You'll get Cartel. Well, sorry, let me backtrack. Skipped one. New Delves brand. It will take us on new adventures, which is really fun. They're going to be in that new zone. But I like that they're refreshing and making the Delves current and regular for everybody. Cartel Renown. We're gonna not Covenants, not Covenants is what everybody keeps saying, which I don't think it will be. I think it's gonna be set up like how Ashka had that area to get with the Grand Visor, the noob guy. I don't know. I have only been slightly focusing on Renowns, but get to pick your cartel daily, get to pick your favorite goblins. There are 4. So really cool. Warband UI updates. So Warband's camp collections. Let's hope that we get different backgrounds. I know it's not major and really doesn't affect the game, but I think it's just putting your character where you want it to be. I would love to see my character standing in Borealis, Zuldazar, anywhere for BFA, or Stormwind alone, or you're camped out front in, you know, wherever you want to be. But I really hope they come through with some of those things, and if they make them achievement based, then we can earn them, change them as we want. Super fun. Super excited for that. Then now we're into 11.1.5, which takes us into spring, and I love spring. Winter is a terrible, terrible time. But we get Nightfall, which I believe is going to incorporate a lot of Hollowfall, because I think there's more to come with Belladar and that story. Because when that crystal shifts, then I think it's going to throw us back into horrific visions, because Xal'atath has probably fiddled with it just a bit. I liked horrific visions. I thought that was a really neat concept. From what I hear, they're going to take us back to Orgrimmar Stormwind. Same kind of theme, but you got to remember, you know, we had those brokers in the horrific visions that were collecting those things that we didn't think about were doing anything, but maybe they were now circling back, and that is something that is, you know, going to play a major role in our story. 11.1.5, you get Children's Week update. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever done Children's Week. I might have did it. I think you got a follower, little guy, little girl, whatever it was. Not super thrilled about it, but I love that Blizzard is sitting there doing things for us to do. 11.1.7 comes Story Quest, new content and system updates. Don't know what that could be. I get new content. I think that's got to get us ready for 11.2. But system updates, wonder what that could be. Then we are back at Turbulent Timeways. Another ground and pound of back-to-back dungeons and time traveling and all these things that we love from Dragonflight, and we like revisiting old content. So the more, the merrier, as I say. Now, we are jumping right into 11.2. This is summer, so we're 6-ish months away. We're going to get a new zone, new world events, new dungeon. Super excited to see what that's going to be. New raid, this season 3. New open world challenges. I think that's cool to get, because if you read each little point on these banners, I think you get a lot of hope that they're supporting every facet of the game. You know, whether you want to do solo content, raid, dungeons. Let me see. Don't see a ton of PvP on there. I know that has been a forgotten group, but not a PvPer, but I do feel for you guys. Warband updates, don't know what that's going to be. They're probably going to do a little more. I think well, I don't want to jump ahead to the thing, but I think they're prepping for something that's coming in the winter. So Brewfest updates, which is always fun to do. I think it's a cool event outside Ironforge, and I don't know where the Horde side is, because for the Alliance. But definitely cool, always updated. I think a lot of the seasonal holiday things could be updated every time, just by a little bit. New quest, new story, which wouldn't take long, I would think. I'm not a game designer or anything like that, but doesn't take forever to make. And then we get season rewards refresh in season 3. So that's season 3 in summer 11.2. Then you pop over to the next little purple banner, and we have the expansion reveal. It's going to happen the end of summer into fall. Midnight, baby. It's happening. Super thrilled to see where that goes. I think if they follow this cadence, it's really cool. But Warcraft Midnight, I remember the reveal at BlizzCon when they did the 3-part saga and where it's going to take us, and kind of button up the Azeroth themed Titan, Soul, blah, 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 and Xal'atath kind of deal. Then we bump into a little less than a year from now. We're at New Continent and system updates and the 21st anniversary at 11.2.5, which I hope they do something big. This 20th anniversary was near and dear to my heart. I've been playing this game for quite a long time now, and it holds a big part in what I do and how I operate. So I hope we just celebrate 21 years. That's a long time for a MMO game, and something to be proud of. I feel like, there's things we did, but let's make it fun every year. Then we move to 11.2.7, which is story and quest, new content, and system updates. Now, if you look, the banners have gotten shorter and shorter as they go. It's really hard to project and put a year out and you don't want everybody to know every little dark secret that Blizzard's working on for World of Warcraft. There are people out there who will dig in there, and throughout these, each time something releases, we'll get a little sprinkling of something that's going to be fantastic and whet the appetite and kind of keep us going. But the real thing that everybody's looking forward to is just the other, not Plunderstorm. I know that was a fun little banner on the left side of the map. Now we're going to go all the way to the right side of the map, and I'm going to circle it right here. Bam, bam, bam. It is player housing. I have not been super excited about it because I don't know what it is. I've only played Warcraft, so I don't have the housing idea from other games, but I hear they're done well. And if anything that Blizzard is good at, they're gonna make it better, and we know it. They got the power, they got us as players and fan base, and I think they're gonna really knock it out of the park with this one. But I hope they take their time with it and they really just treat us well. I think we see that little snippet that we got from the Warcraft Direct was really cool, and at the end, and the best way they could have did it. But I do want to bring to attention, because if you see on this little map here, the housing, and then things go from, golden, which is the standard color, and then we start shifting to green a little bit. I think we're going to get another remix, and if we're just betting right that which green is green, as Fel is green, Legion remix. Much like Mist of Pandaria, which I think was a really cool way to get you play with current characters in the old game, see the whole story, do all these things, play one of the best expansions that Warcraft's done, and Legion was it, back in 2016. That's where I kind of got back into it, because I took Warlords off, because, didn't have a computer and whatnot, but hey, still was here, still beat. I think I still maintain a subscription, which is fine. They can have all the money that they want from me. But Legion Remix would be really cool to get all the best transmogs, the coolest weapons, neat story. I'm looking forward to that. But one last glimpse at the map. I think if they stick to it, I think it's a beautiful plan. I think a lot to look forward to, and I hope that everybody that's watching this will dive into, every little point, patch, Plunderstorm. But I definitely think we got a lot to look forward to, and I appreciate you guys coming around. And I will catch you on my next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.